You're listening to the Love Unplugged podcast, episode 92. Today on Self Saturdays, I'm diving into the power of a plan. You have an idea, something you want to do, and you want to see it come to life, obviously. But how? How do you do that in the most efficient and productive manner? Well, let's jump right in to find out. Hey there, I'm your host, Jessica Fergon, and I am passionate about doing the inner work needed to reach your goals. Let me be your guide as we navigate all the fears and insecurities that surface when it's time to step outside of your comfort zone. Along with my knowledgeable guests and industry experts, I'm here to teach you how to reawaken your life purpose and passion and create the steps to turn your intentions into action. Ultimately, my goal is to empower you to rise above those blocks holding you back and start living a life that you are worthy and deserving of. So come on, it's time to slow down, find a comfy spot with your favorite organic tea, and get inspired. Thank you for tuning in to the Love Unplugged podcast. Happy Saturday morning, loves. I'm so honored to have you join me for another Self Saturdays episode. Before we start, I want to share how I'm setting myself up for this episode. Today, I am sipping on Think Tea from Welsh Wellness. I'm in total crunch mode today with lots on the go, so I need my brain focused and clear, and this is my go-to for just that. I'm also diffusing Vitruvi's Pacific Oil blend today, which smells like a beautiful bonfire, one of my favorite summer smells. And I don't think I'm quite ready to let go of summer just yet, apparently. Now back to the episode. As you know, planning is in my blood. It's at the root of everything that I do. But I know this isn't the case for many. I've learned by listening to you, my community, that sometimes you struggle knowing where to start, how to even create a plan, how to stay on top of it to see the results you're wanting. And I hear you, it's not always easy, but that is where I'm here to help. So coming up with an idea can be the easy part, the fun part, am I right? It's creative, it gets you all excited and pumped up. I know that I get super excited brainstorming, researching ideas, visualizing what I want to create, looking at branding, colors, ingredients, products, all that good stuff. But what isn't always easy for many is figuring out how to turn that idea into something real. Figuring out the how, step by step, on what you need to do to plan for it, create it, and execute it. Some might even think that you don't need to create a plan. You can just go for it or wing it. This might work for some, but I truly believe you aren't setting yourself up for the success you could have without a plan. You are taking a chance, going in blind, and I think you and your idea deserve so much more than that. So how does a plan help you? What value does taking the time to map out your strategy bring? First of all, it gives you a roadmap. It tells you every single step you need to take, which if you don't have a plan, you could miss some pretty essential or critical steps. It gives you a target date of when you will accomplish whatever it is you are trying to achieve. And it does this because you know every single step you need to take, how long it will take to complete each step, and what is dependent on what. It helps you determine who you need to involve for each task and when, so that you aren't stuck scrambling at the last minute trying to figure it all out. It helps you stay on target so you actually reach your desired result because you have a set due date for each step. And it helps you reflect on all that you accomplished and be proud of yourself. But how it brings more value is that it helps you avoid wasted time and effort. Time and money are the two most important currencies, and given that we all have so much on our plates, this is not something that we should waste. We need to be smart about how we are spending both of these and avoid taking a chance that could result in overspending needlessly, especially in time, because you never get that back. If you don't create a plan, you're taking a risk in terms of you may need to restart. You may need to spend more time fixing something that you didn't account for. You may need to make changes to something which could delay things even more. I've seen it one too many times, and it is crushing for those involved. I've seen system issues because plans weren't thought out well enough, narrowing down all the impacts or requirements. I've seen client experience issues, not considering how the rollout of a new service can impact a user. I've seen unneeded frustration, stress, scrambling, and so much more when a plan wasn't properly created. And this is the last thing that I want anyone to experience, especially when wanting to turn this idea, this so-called baby, to reality. Don't we all call our passion projects, businesses, products, babies? I can't be the only one to treat it that way. So how do you do this? How do you create a plan for your idea? Well, you start out at a bird's eye view, so very high level. You identify the main steps that you need to accomplish. So for example, I'm going to break it down for you. If you're wanting to start a blog. Now, these aren't the exact steps in the exact order that I would do them, but I'm just giving you an idea of what it would look like. So you need to, 1, determine the type of content you're wanting to share. What is your blog about? 2, determine your ideal client. Who is this person? What are all their details and specifics? What are their pain points? 3, you need to determine the name of your blog. 4, you need to register your business. 5, you need to purchase the domain and create your social media handles. 6, you need to set up systems. So what blogging platform, etc. you're going to be doing or using, and so on. Then you dive deeper into each of those items and then determine, in order to do this task, what steps do I need to take? And then you take it another level deeper. Then you set dependencies in order to prioritize that list. So are there certain tasks that are dependent on others being completed before you can start them? Then once you have that draft plan, you can start assigning due dates based on the length of time required to complete each task. Next, you need to determine who you need to engage, if anyone, on each of those tasks. Now, this is just a high-level view into creating a plan, and I know it can seem daunting, but trust me, this will set you up for success and will help you achieve the results you are working so hard for. So if you're looking for support in creating a plan, I am here to support you. So please do reach out to me, and together we can work on giving you the exact steps that you need to take to achieve whatever it is you're trying to create. So that wraps up another Self Saturdays episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I would love to hear your thoughts on these episodes. Are you liking them? Is there a certain topic you want to hear from me on? I definitely want to know. I love connecting with you all, so please reach out and share your thoughts with me. You can do this by leaving a review on the episode, which I truly appreciate, or you can head over to my Instagram. My handle is @ProjectLoveCo, and send me a DM. You can also connect with me through my website, www.projectloveco.com, and sign up for my love letters, which right now I have my very first guide up, and that is available to you when you sign up for my love letters. It's my 14 steps to self-love that I personally used to create my self-love practice, and that changed my life when I've experienced a burnout. So have a wonderful Saturday, and I hope you guys take some time to invest in yourselves today. I'm Jessica, and thanks for tuning in today to Love Unplugged, the podcast. If there are any questions or topics you'd love answered on the show, head on over to www.projectloveco.com and share your request with me. If you haven't yet, go to iTunes and subscribe, rate, and review this podcast and share it with a loved one. Your feedback means the world to me, and the community we've created is what fuels our discussions here. After all, this is all for you. Join me next time for another unplugged conversation.